I'm sitting in front of my laptop and I have a masterclass replay paused. And I am zooming in on a slide because there is a picture on that slide with the details of a four-figure offer. And it is the only place in the entire world where those details exist. There is no sales page, there is nothing in writing. I asked for it in the masterclass, I emailed and asked for it, nothing. So here I am pausing a replay, screenshotting a slide, zooming in, trying to read what I'm about to spend thousands of dollars on. And right there, I was already doing too much work. If you have to do all this work to give somebody your hard-earned money, that is a red flag. That is a red flag not to invest in that person. That coach had all the confidence in the world, and confidence is not a receipt. That was not a bad luck problem. That was a source problem. And the difference between those two is this whole video. So today we're talking about the source, when the source is bad and when the source is good. And I want to give you a name for the bad one, because once you can name it, you can see it coming. Confidence without receipts. Let me back up because this has a history. In 2019, going into COVID, there was a big boom in online business. A lot of people made money real fast. A lot of people ascended to social media stardom. And a lot of that money was made by presenting confidence as a receipt. People went by that. They accepted confidence as a credential. The person said the right thing online. They had the right demeanor. Their marketing was done with the utmost confidence. And that was enough. And I understand why. You were at home, you had time in your hand. If you ever wanted to bet on yourself, this was the time. So it was seen as a wise investment. But as time went by, a lot of those investments proved to be bad investments. Trusting the wrong person, betting on the wrong horse. And there was very little accountability because we are human beings. And we always think that we are the exception. So the next person would sign up until there were too many of the same complaints about the same coach, about the same business practices. So fast forward to 2026, buyers are more logical now. But the confidence as a receipt game still works on a group of people, the people who are new to the online space, who are still trying to put things together, who do not know the tactics yet or the faces. If that is you, this video is for you. And here's why this matters more for us, especially for Black women. When you come up with the money to bet on yourself and invest in a coach, and that investment turns out to be a bad one, I do not care what anybody says. It sets you back financially. It is a financial setback because a lot of us do not have the living situation where somebody else is taking care of the main expenses. What we have is the money in the account or the available credit on the card. That is it. We do not get to go out there and make mistakes and do not worry about what the mistakes cost. A mistake like that does not just cost money. It delays your dream because now you have to come up with extra money to finish what you started. Some of us have to work harder at the 9 to 5, pick up extra hours to make up for a bad business coach investment or bad coach in anything investment. And I'm not about to tell anyone, well, you should not have been investing in that in the first place. I know some people say that. I'm not going to, because when you feel the calling, you feel the calling. And that is not what this video is about. This video is about how to tell a bad source from a good one before the money leaves your hands. And I can talk about this because I have paid for it. I came to this country alone. I built a business from scratch. I got laid off when my baby was 6 months old and no family net to fall back on. And I still handed money to coaches who never showed me a receipt. On this channel, we do money and starting over in plain language, backstory included. So if you are new and you are building something at 50 years old with nobody behind you to catch you, subscribe now. This channel is for you. So people can fake confidence, but you cannot fake a track record. Hold on to that. Now let me show you the 5 patterns of a source that is selling you confidence without receipts. I have paid for most of these lessons myself. So 5 patterns, about 12 minutes. The 5th one is the one that people argue about. Pattern number 1, There is no sales page, no online documentation, nothing that completely details what the service is and what's in it for you. I have noticed that a lot of people are foregoing sales pages now for stand stores. They just have a store link, a few promises, a quick description. One, two, three, four, five things done. Even so, there has to be something in writing, something that outlines what the service is for and what you are getting. And here's why you want to do that. So you can take a screenshot, get a copy, because people change the information they put out there. Believe it or not, people go in and change it. That is what my masterclass story was. I kept asking for the page, never got it. And I ended up zooming in on a slide like a detective trying to find out what I was buying. Nobody who respects your money makes you work that hard to spend it. Pattern 2 is the one that almost got me on a discovery call. Pattern 2 is urgency. You get on a call with them, they pitch you the thing, and then they tell you, oh, the price is going away in 24 hours. I cannot guarantee you this price tomorrow. That is what it is today. Red flag. Because what is so good about that offer that it cannot wait 24 to 48 hours for you to make an important decision? When you go and buy a house, that is a major investment, right? They do not put the contract in front of you when you go to the open house and say, you have to buy this house right now because tomorrow the house is going to cost more or the house is going to be gone. And if they did that, what would you do? You would walk away. You would say, hey, this house is not the one. So pay attention to the words people use when they are talking about what they are offering you, especially when they put the urgency in it. I remember one person asked me, can you sign up today? Can you make the deposit today? Because I'm trying to reach my financial goal for the month. Red flag. Because I am sitting there talking to you about an investment for me, for my future, and you are pressuring me to make that investment so that you can hit a financial goal for the month. From the beginning, it is not about being of service. You are thinking about how to use the time that you have with me on the phone so that I can help you reach your goal. And let me be clear, because I'm not saying anybody should go into business to not make money. People start a business to make money. That is not my point. My point is, did you start your business to make as much money as quickly as possible, or did you start your business to be of service to people? You can hear the difference on a Zoom call or a phone call with them if you are listening for it. Pattern number 3, there is a lot of confidence, a whole lot of, I am the best at this. I made 6 figures doing this. I made X amount of money this month doing this, and very little fact to back it up. They throw out a lot of numbers. And I said this in a previous video, those numbers are revenue, not net profit. Revenue tells you what came in. It tells you nothing about what it costs to get it or what was left. And when you go online to try and see what this person is about, there is no consistency. You cannot find the documentation. You cannot map out how they got from where they are to where they say they are. Confidence is very loud online. A track record is quiet and it is findable. So if you cannot find it, it is not there. Pattern number 4, watch who these people associate themselves with, because there are a lot of harmful people online, and a lot of them were called out after 2019 for their harmful business practices. And unfortunately, a lot of the coaches selling to us learned from them. There was a lot of patriarchy bullshit going on in that space. The bro marketers and a lot of women, including Black women, were in year-long masterminds with these men, hung out with them, learned the playbook from them. And today, I am seeing people try to rehabilitate these men, trying to make us accept them as some kind of pioneer, some kind of savior of online business. And these people have never admitted the harm that they caused, never even used a tone that acknowledged it, especially the harm to Black women. I remember during the Black Lives Matter movement, some of the things that these people were bold enough to say online. And these are the same people that I see a lot of Black women learning from today. The reason I bring it up is this. The tactics are learned. Somebody taught them. I had this conversation with a friend the other day. We were talking about a marketing tactic that was really crappy. And I asked, who is teaching this stuff? And she told me it is a coaching style. It is actually being taught. She had been an assistant to someone who ran her business that way. And when she told that person, what you are doing is causing harm to people, it is deceitful, she got fired. Fired for saying that out loud. So when you look at a source, look at the room that they came up in, because as long as it keeps working, they will keep doing it. And if you only steal one pattern today, steal the next one. This one is the one some of you will not like. Pattern number 5, when they season the confidence with faith in God, when they add God to the equation, when the pitch comes with, I am a God-fearing person, I am a Christian. And I want to be clear. I am not saying this to bash anybody's belief. I am saying this as a logical buyer. I am not buying from you because you say you are a Christian. That is not the reason I make an investment. I still want to know what is in it for me. I still want to see the competence. Your faith is not competence. It can be a guideline for how you live your life, but how you live your life does not tell me anything about whether you can deliver on the promises that you just made me. It is not a receipt. It presents no facts, nothing. So here's how I look at it now. When somebody tells me I am a Christian, or they talk about their faith a lot, or they bring it up in a sales conversation, that is personal to you. That is your personal belief. For me, it's like you just told me that you like pizza. Oh, I am a Christian and I also like pizza. Same thing in my book. And I say that because I have also been burned by people who claim to be Christian. So it is not a condition for a business decision for me. And I do not think that it should be for you either, because a lot of people have figured out how easy it is. The moment that they say God, the moment that they frame the business from a Christian perspective, more people buy. And as unfortunate and as sad as it is for me to say this, for a lot of people out there, God is a business strategy, not used to be of service, used to get people to invest and to make money fast. Now, here's the relief, what a good source looks like, because there are good sources, and I have one. I have been watching one woman for about a decade. And in a decade, she has been consistent in her marketing, consistent in how she conducts her business, and she has been growing one level, then the next level. Of course, she has pivoted. Everybody pivots, but you can map the progress. You follow the progress along with her. She has always been transparent about what she is offering. There is always documentation, a sales page where you can see this is what the offer is. And there are countless opportunities to ask questions. You can email and ask. And even after you buy, there is a refund policy attached. 7 days, 14 days, 30 days. It is there in writing. And here's what she does that a bad source cannot do. You can fake confidence, but you cannot fake a track record. You cannot fake consistency. You cannot fake 10 years of growth that people watch happen in public. All right, so here's a quick recap. The 5 patterns of confidence without receipts. Number 1, nothing in writing. Number 2, fake urgency. Number 3, a whole lot of confidence and very little fact. And the numbers are revenue, not profit. Number 4, who they associate with. Number 5, when they season it with God. And the good source is the opposite of all 5. Consistent, documented, questions are welcomed, refund in writing, and a track record that you can map. So here's how I pick a source now. I do not pick based on how confident you sound. I do not pick based on your personal beliefs. I do not pick because the price is going away tonight. I pick based on what I can see in writing, what I can check, and what I can watch you do over time. Because I remember sitting in front of that pause replay, zoomed in on a slide, trying to read what I was about to pay thousands of dollars for. And I was brilliant at feeling the calling. But a lot of times I was terrible at checking the source. The calling is real, keep it. Just make them show you the receipts first. And that is part of the second birth too. Not just starting over with your eyes open. All right, if you have ever paid a coach who had no receipts, Type receipts in the comments. No names, just the word. I want to see how many of us there are. And since I just told you to check the source, check mine. Everything I teach about YouTube, I did on this channel in public. From 91 subscribers to over 11,000 subscribers to my first check. It is all here dated. And I am not asking you to trust my confidence. I am asking you to check the dates on the videos. If you want to build a second income the same way, the waitlist for the second income channel is in the description. And subscribe so that the next one finds you. And see you in the next video.